high lows, low highs, everybody touch the skies. Get your feet up off the ground because it's time for podcast time. Yeah.
I was about to put my feet in the air, but I'm not wearing my shoes in a minute and nobody wants to see that.
More jingles was the feedback.
Jingle
so come
bells.
on. It's recording episode 4, Archibald.
Welcome back.
What's your full name, please?
Archie William Rowell.
Archie William Rowell.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, good. Do you know what? Do you want to know a fun fact about my name?
Come on.
Well, it's not a fun fact, but it's a story.
Oh.
I used to get called Archibald a lot because that's where Archie originated from.
Yeah.
And I'm not Archibald. I am an Archie. And I used to hate being called Archibald. Do you know why?
Because nope.
I was like, I'm not bald. I've got hair.
Yeah, to be honest, that's where I was going to go.
I used to get really upset.
I used to get really annoyed when people full name me because I wasn't full of jam. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to episode. He's got his head in his hand. For those on the podcast listening, that's the heights of episode 4.
Thanks for listening.
Mate, a few things to clear up really quickly, just for full transparency from us. That's what we want. The podcast is all about authenticity. Yeah. So almost like slight confession, but also they still are standalone. They still work. But we recorded the first 3 episodes pre-Christmas because we wanted to be prepared. We wanted to get some good time to edit in terms of promotion and stuff. So we recorded those pre-Christmas, and now we're back recording the next 3 consistently for the next 3 weeks. So lots has changed since we've been together last, and we just thought it was important to tell the listeners that. First thing from last episode, Postman Pat, Postman
Samuel,
Postman Samuel, and his 3 little facts.
I've got 3 facts.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is massive.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing.
Number one
fact
about my postman is that they're a postwoman.
No way. You were so convinced that they were a postman.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at work all the time.
Wow.
Their name is Rianne.
Rianne. Wow.
Yeah.
Rianne, the post woman.
And
come on.
She always wears shorts.
But no matter what the weather?
Always wears shorts.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I must confess, I didn't actually get these facts because, again, I've been at work.
Yeah, okay.
And so the people I live with, the fantastic Hodges, Hannah has been at home. She's been at home because she had a baby. Congrats.
Congratulations, Hannah.
Phoebe Joy, PJ.
Yeah, nice.
Absolute delight. Hannah got the facts for me and she tried to get me a question as well. And she couldn't because apparently as she opened the door, she was like, thanks. Oh, by the way, one of my friends is doing a podcast and he needs some facts about his postwoman. And she just completely freaked.
Are you happy to go with that impression of Hannah? I'm joking. That's incredible.
Yes.
I love how committed she is to shorts.
Yeah.
I think that's superb.
Yeah.
Yeah, rain or shine, she's there in the shorts.
Always.
Decent.
She always delivers.
Oh, yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
Oh, good times. Right,
Yes.
let's go to high lows.
Yeah.
Podcast number 4. We're on to high lows.
Yeah.
I want to start with my low because I want to get it out the way because it's a bad one. Basically, this afternoon, I was sat in Cafe Nero. I got an email, so I work for Premier Christian Radio, an article that came through, which was a difficult read for me to experience. The article is about pornography, and it says Addiction Clinic estimates 60% of under 18s experience porn addiction as online safety bill awaits action. Obviously, it's so tough to read and to process and to understand what these young people are going through and what they're experiencing. And as I was sat there in Cafe Nero, there were 3 girls on the table behind me, and I was in there with Lexi. The airdrop feature on my laptop was open to everyone. And in that moment, they tried to, like hilariously to them, airdrop some inappropriate images, not of themselves, but as basically graphic images across airdrop to me. Yeah. And it just totally transformed my mood. Like I was in just a really foul mood after that. And I wasn't necessarily angry. I think a part of me was frustrated at them, like, girls, what are you doing? Like, sort yourselves out. This is not appropriate. I did let them know that I was unhappy, and I turned off my airdrop straight away, obviously. And it's just annoying that, like, I'm reading this, literally as I opened it, I opened my laptop, saw the email, clicked on this, was reading it, and then that came through. There was just something so frustrating about it, and it was a real shame. Yeah. So
that is a low. That is definitely a low.
It was a real low.
Yeah.
It was a real low. Do you want to hit us with your low?
Mine's not as low as that. Mine's just that I lost at football.
Hey, still important.
Still important.
Still a low. What was the score?
Oh, I think it was like 6-1.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate.
it wasn't great.
You needed BC, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did need BC.
Gutted.
That's me, for anyone who's listening. So let's lift our moods.
Yeah.
Sorry if anyone's feeling really low off that, but these are lows of the week. We're being real, you know? This is what happens to us sometimes. What's your high?
My high is, as of yesterday, launched a new band called Sonar. Check them out on socials. Sonar Music. We covered a song as like the first thing, and we put it out, and it's had a really, really good reception. People have like really enjoyed it.
What's your role in the band?
Drummer.
Of course.
Extraordinaire. No.
Decent.
But in that one, I'm literally just sitting there playing a drum pad with, if you look closely, some really awkwardly placed feet, because I had to sit on the arm of the sofa.
I think everyone should pause this podcast and go and look closely, because...
Why is this podcast talking about me and my feet?
Oh yeah, we started strong.
Yeah, that's definitely a high.
Sonar Music, guys.
Sonar Music.
Go and check it out.
23rd of March.
Yes.
At the Box.
Yes.
In Coventry.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
It's in the diary already.
Hit me with yours.
My high of the week, little Martha Andrews. Yeah, we had a dedication. And so it was a lovely little service. It was lovely to see her with all her cousins. And yeah, she's just a real joy. So that was a real high for me.
That's so good.
This week. So yeah, let's go on to...
Should we go to Pursuit of Faithfulness next?
Guys, the Pursuit of Faithfulness is effectively us, two Christians chasing after Jesus and to want to live faithfully for him.
Yeah.
If you've not joined us before, welcome. Hit me with a little jingle. People love the jingles, man.
It's the Pursuit of Faithfulness. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's my best one, yeah.
In the style of Hamilton. That was incredible. It sounded like you were in the Heights for a second.
Oh.
Come on. For those who don't know, we're huge. No, the thing is, I haven't done this in so... Yo, lights up on Washington Heights. Up at the break of day, I wake up and I got this little punk I gotta chase away. Pop the grate at the crack of dawn. Sing while I wipe down the awning. Hey, yo, good morning. Yoo-hoo. Abuela, my fridge broke. I got cafe, but no coleche. Adios.
Try my mother's old recipe.
1 can of condensed milk. Nice. Oh, Abuela, your lottery ticket. Paciencia y faith. Do-do-do-do-do-do. That was Abuela. She's not really my abuela, but she practically raised me. This corner is her escuela now. You probably thinking, I'm up creek. I never been north of 96th Street. Well, you must take the A train. Even farther than Harlem to northern Manhattan to maintain. Get off at 181st and take the escalator. I hope you're writing this down. I'm gonna test you later. I'm getting tested. Times are tough on this bodega. 2 months ago, somebody bought our takers. Our neighbors started packing up and picking up, and never since the rents went up, it's gotten mad expensive. But we live with just enough in the Heights. Can
I just say, one of us has played that musical live for weeks on end, and the other one has just watched it at home on his own. Yeah. Weeks on end. I could play that whole thing on drums.
Wow.
And you could sing it.
I would. That would be my dream.
Open mic night.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Wherever there's, if you know any open mic nights and you want, save it for the pod to come there, let us know.
It's happening.
Right. Should we get back on it?
Yeah. What were we talking about?
You were thankful for...
Oh, yeah.
No, sorry. That all came from the fact that Pursuit of Faithfulness, you sounded a little bit like Hamilton. And obviously, Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote In the Heights.
Yeah.
I said In the Heights. Boom.
If anyone hasn't watched In the Heights...
Oh, my goodness.
Watch it.
Pause the pod. Go and watch it. Come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's start with what we're thankful for.
Yeah, okay. I am thankful for church on Sunday. Karen and I have recently been looking for a new church, but we just felt God was saying to move on and to plant ourselves somewhere differently. We were at a church on Sunday. It just really felt like the Lord was speaking to us. Never really do this, but I kind of went up at the front afterwards and was prayed for and just felt really at peace with that decision. Yeah, it really felt like this was a place that we can grow both separately and together. I mean, church as a whole, but really thankful for the service that we had on Sunday. What about you? Yeah,
cream eggs. I'm just really thankful
as
for cream eggs.
important as church services.
Yeah. No, definitely not. We're both shaking our heads. We recognise how important church is, but also cream egg season. Am I right? Yeah. How do you eat your cream eggs? That's what I want to know. Cream egg.
I chisel away at the top.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of like
chisel.
I don't bite. I don't bite into it straight away.
Word. Yeah, okay.
But just kind of almost scrape away.
This
is awful.
That is awful. But I'm here for it.
Eventually, just bite the top.
Yeah. Why? Can I ask why chisel / nibble at the
feels
top?
like it goes further.
Okay. I'm here for it.
I'll bite the top, and then I'll just kind of like try and get the filling out.
Yeah.
By whatever means necessary.
Wow.
Tiny teaspoon.
Tiny teaspoon. Tiny teaspoon. If Tiny Teaspoon's listening, Not cream eggs. We've got to aim smaller. We can't offer Cadbury's anything, but we can offer the inventor of tiny teaspoons. Right, let's get on to the pursuit of faithfulness.
Yeah,
cream eggs, man.
Quickly move
cream
on.
eggs. Tell us, update us. How you doing?
Yeah, had a incident last week that I could have easily gotten quite upset about, quite frustrated about, but really felt that kind of God has been teaching me in these sorts of instances, and has then been teaching me loads more. Last week, Karen accidentally crashed my car. I say crash, that sounds extreme. She kind of nicked the rear passenger door, and it kind of has dented and scraped the door, and it's like broken the door handle. Thankfully, it was literally just outside my house. So I kind of ran outside. I was like, no idea what the matter is. And she just said to me that I'll pay for the damages. I was like, what's happened? And it's quite a nasty gash. I've had to just go and buy a new door today and fit that myself. But she said to me, she was like, oh no, I'm really sorry because it's your pride and joy. And I was like, no, it's not. You are, and so I was just like, oh, wow. Okay, you're my fiance, and you've said to me that my pride and joy is my car. And so just kind of been through this real big process of like, I am way too earthly possession-y. I like stuff. I get an idea in my head of like what I want to buy, this, that, and the other. And actually, I don't need those things. And it doesn't matter how good vintage. It doesn't matter how good that is. I don't necessarily need that jumper, or I don't need those pair of shoes, or my car is not my pride and joy. And just kind of going through this thing of like, actually, like I want to be kind of have my eyes fixed on heaven, eyes fixed on what is to come, and the promises of the gospel, and what Jesus means for me in my life. Yeah, just kind of had this weird couple of days where I felt a bit uneasy, and actually I think it was the Lord teaching me just to be like, you need to lean on me and not get so fixated on things of the earth, basically. What about you?
Yeah, I think as we said earlier, like when we recorded the first 3 episodes of the podcast, I was just in a really, really good place. And things were going really well.
Yeah.
And I think since the turn of the year, I've just, as I said on the podcast, like, and I knew this would happen, January is really tough.
Yeah.
And my back's been really bad. I feel like I'm getting old. And I just, there's been like a real mental battle to start the year, but I feel like I've faithfully come through that. And I think there were some really tricky moments. Despair sounds like too strong a word, but like to continue the discipline in the despair. Yeah. That's been really key to start my year. Yeah. That's produced really good fruit. And I think even in a short term, and I think I'll reap the benefits of that for a while, which is really exciting. 2 last segments. Relationship status begins. Wow, that took your breath away.
Yeah. Don't know what happened there.
For those who are just listening on the pod, Archie
I'm struggling today.
Had a little wind.
Yeah.
From his
Don't
mouth.
know why.
Wind mouth.
Mouth wind.
Mouth wind.
Moving swiftly on.
Yes, quickly. Relationship status.
Relationship status. Still engaged.
Wonderful.
Still loving engagement, but also finding it hard. Loving the joys that's bringing. Sent out invites. That probably should have been a high this week. But sent out invites.
That should have been my high because I received an invite.
You did.
To the full day, people. Anyone listening who didn't get a full day, in your face, Benny's got a full day. No, I'm genuinely keeping that in because it's absolute bad.
Golden.
Been having sleepless nights. No wonder my year was so tough. And then all of a sudden I got
you just needed the invite.
Got the full day invite and everything was fine. No, so I appreciated that.
Yeah,
massively.
Invites and stuff like starting to pick food. So, starting to get things. So it's like really exciting.
That's great.
Really exciting now.
Good.
Which is great. You?
Good. Yeah. Still got a girlfriend.
Ben has got a girlfriend.
Come
still.
on. And I guess the main question.
How is that going?
Wow. Not have you kissed her yet?
Oh yeah, go back.
And the main question?
Have you kissed her yet?
So here's the thing.
Okay, this isn't a yes or no answer, is it?
No, it's a complex answer.
Okay.
I guess on paper, no. This is a really hard one. On paper, no.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes we do. Like I don't know how to say this. There's definitely been a few moments where I've gone to kiss her on the cheek.
Yeah.
And like. Oops.
Oh.
Whoops. Oops.
What a shame.
No. My lips landed on your lips. No.
Oh no. What a predicament we have found ourselves in.
Yeah, basically. No. We haven't, this is going to sound weird. We haven't enjoyed the fullness of a kiss that is like, hey, we're kissing. We're still
You're not snogged.
No, we're not snogged. For the Americans out there who are listening, snogged is like...
For Lexi.
For Lexi.
The one American that will probably listen.
And her family.
Great. Hi, Alexis family.
Yeah, hello. Awkward that we said hello during this segment. Oh my goodness. It's good not. What is snogging for Americans? How do you explain that in a really like...
What is snogging? Well, it's probably like, I don't know, a kiss that's longer than 2 seconds.
Yeah, okay. It's just kissing. It's just a different form of kissing, but like more intentional. Yeah. Let's say that. That's PG.
Yeah.
We haven't done that.
Yeah.
But listen, we're still here. We're still really tough.
Yeah.
But we're trying to live that faithfully. And also just to say, like, whilst it is a goal of ours, like we're not setting it out to religious rules. Like we're not changing our mind on it and wavering on it, but also we're not like, oh, today we'll just kiss, or that's our standard. That's what we want to do. But also we understand that there's grace, and there's going to be times where that's tricky and it's challenging and it's more difficult. It's tough, but we're trying to maintain it and live it out. So yeah. Hi to Lexi's family. Oh my goodness. Right. Literally couldn't get any worse of a shout out. Sandwiched between the words snogging. There you go. You're so welcome. Archie's banging his head off the table for those who can listen.
Man.
Let's end in a fun way. Let's end with questioned by our family.
Questioned by our family.
My
Today's
goodness.
special guest
I'm really excited for this one.
is none other than Timmy C's wife.
Yeah. I was like, what? It is Helen Cutting.
Helen Cutting. By the way, Helen, I wasn't just saying that because I didn't know your name. I did know that it's Helen.
Did.
I promise.
But also, that's not your identity either.
And it's also not your identity.
Yeah, you are
your own woman.
You are your own woman.
Right, let's just take a second to talk about the positivity.
Wow. I don't. Maybe we'll get Mum back in to talk about
let's do it.
Her identity and how I can imagine. Oh, this is risky.
Where's this going?
I can imagine that whilst loves being her own woman, has so comfortably and proudly worn the identity of Timmy C's wife.
Sure.
For, I'm going to say like 40 something years. I don't know how long you've been married for, Mum and Dad. I'm really sorry.
Then. Keep running.
30, 35 years. 30, a number. So well done to you. Let's get on to the question.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben and Archie. This is Helen, Ben's mum. I have to be very honest and say that the last podcast, do you call it that? Okay, podcast that you put out there, I haven't actually listened to, so sorry about that. But I am told that it was good. It was okay, I think. You're bound to improve as time goes on. My question to you both is, if you had to choose out of Netflix, Paramount, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, which one would you choose? You can only have one. Anyway, happy chatting. Bye.
Happy chatting.
Can we
leave that? Can we have that as a ending on today's episode?
Happy chatting.
Because I love that.
Sorry, first of all,
go on.
She said she's not listened to the last podcast. Is that she's not listened to episode 3 or she's not listened to any of them?
It's a really good question. I'm honestly not sure. And I will FaceTime her immediately after this and be like, Helen. Sorry, I don't think I've ever called her Helen.
Mother.
I'll be like, Mum, what's going on? So I'll find out that. One can stay.
Yeah.
Of all the streaming services, what are you going for? Go.
Not Paramount.
No, to be honest, I didn't really know what it was. Paramount Plus though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's great. Shout out to those who watch it.
So, sorry, we're saying Netflix, Amazon Prime, Paramount, Apple TV.
Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hulu. Hulu is included for us on Disney Plus, but American listeners, you have Hulu separate.
Okay.
So again, shout out to Lexi's family.
I'm probably just going to go with Netflix.
Are you?
Yeah. Disney Plus would be close. I just think there's more variety on Netflix.
Can I tell you what I like to do?
Yeah.
I like to Netflix and bill. That's when I have some time watching Netflix, but also do my budgets. Sometimes I like to Netflix and mill, which is just like you put on something that you can't intensely watch it, but you're just milling over life.
Yeah, and you just mill around the house.
And yeah, that's true. You have it on in the background, Netflix and mill.
Netflix and till. Watching it while you're shopping.
Yeah, I like it. Sometimes I like to Netflix and gill.
Yeah.
Which is underwater Netflix. And let's leave that on there.
Yeah.
You're going for Netflix.
I'm going to say Netflix.
Okay, incredible.
What are you saying?
To be honest, I think Netflix is close. I think I'll go Disney Plus purely because of those Disney classics. I need my Aladdin hit. You know?
Yeah.
I need a whole new world. I need the Cave of Wonders. I need the sorry. This is the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin for those who are listening. Obviously you'll get it straight away. Who disturbs my slumber? Which is the best impression I've got.
I feel so uncomfortable.
or I've got an impression of a pig. But I'll save that till next week because you have to come back. It's an incredible impression. Right, episode 4. It's been wild. It's been fun. It's been...
Vinted.
It's been vintage.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, vintage. Guys, we'll see you next week.
Keep running.
Keep running, runners. Happy chatting.